If you often judge yourself too harshly, or catch yourself thinking, I should be so much further by now, making X times more money, while looking at other coaches or online entrepreneurs who seem ahead, and spoiler, that's what you see, not what's actually happening behind the scenes, I want you to remember this video, save it for later. Look back 5 years. Seriously, where were you then? Who were you then? Your identity, your business. Now look at how much you've grown since. I can almost guarantee you've evolved through multiple identities and unlocked entirely new levels since then. Financially, personally, in your capacity to hold responsibility, the way you work, the way you think, you're doing far better than you're giving yourself credit for. Honor that. Success and business growth are not always linear. They're cyclical, layered, and expansive, meaning you don't only grow up. Sometimes you grow outward in depth, stability, capacity. Here is what I mean with a couple of examples so you understand what that means. There are seasons when clients come easily and money flows, for example, but those clients may not be ideal and maybe you shifted this. This is a huge step forward. You might be earning less than in a previous period, for example, yet now you have better clients, more stability and more peace. That matters far more than income spikes followed by crashes. Or maybe 1 year ago your sales were unpredictable and stressful, and now you have a steady flow coming in. That is a massive progress. Maybe you've up-leveled an area of your business that used to lag behind. Your messaging, your offers, your systems, your visibility. Maybe your content is finally landing and you feel extremely fulfilled and you enjoy it. More story views, for example, more visibility as a whole. Maybe more meaningful conversations are happening. It could be that one platform started performing much better than it used to. Or maybe you once had a lot of clients and strong cash flow, but your programs and business model were exhausting and unsustainable, and now you're restructuring into something healthier that makes you also happier. That is all these examples, and I could go on and on. These are major steps toward long-term growth and stability for your business and for you as a human. Or perhaps another area of your life is thriving right now, your personal life, your health, your inner stability. Maybe you couldn't say no and kept all things in yourself, and now you started standing for yourself and say no when you mean it. That is growth too. All of these small wins that you're not giving yourself credit for matter far more than you think. They are not random. They are signals that your foundation is strengthening, that scalability is, how to say, it's expanding, you're expanding. And the third thing I want you to remember is remember what it cost you to go all in on your business. Think of the version of you before that decision. Look at how your standards changed. Maybe you broke generational patterns. You matured emotionally, changed how you make decisions, how quickly you make decisions, how you choose friendships, business partnerships, how you're scaling your business, how you operate professionally on a day-to-day basis. Do you realize how many people from your past look at you with admiration, wanting to have exactly what you have? And yes, sometimes a little envy might appear, even if it's the healthy kind. Notice your emotional intelligence, your resilience, your capacity, your perspective on the world, on how you make business as a whole. This is growth. Real, huge, huge growth. Stop looking at other people. What you see is not what's happening behind the scenes. So before you decide you're behind, zoom out. Save this video, and if you ever find yourself thinking I'm behind, which by the way is normal, or you're judging your progress, come back and watch it again. If growth feels stalled, remember you may simply be in different phase of expansion than the one you expected or you imagined, and you're doing far better than your past self, and far better than many people who never ever even dared to try.